Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to Randomly Relaxing. Today we've got some fun stuff from the, I was going to say 80s, but it's actually, I'm at one of my magazines here is Cracked from 1979. This is 321 Contact from 87, so I'm looking forward to getting into these. Let's start off with a little bit of tea today. This is more of that kava tea that I had last time. Hope everybody's doing well, recovering from Thanksgiving, gearing up for Christmas. My daughter asks me every day if Christmas is tomorrow. She gets pretty upset when I say no, so I have to think of some more creative answers. Well, today is Friday, December 3rd, and I don't know about you guys, but boy, I'm glad the weekend's here. It's been a really busy week. I guess it's always kind of busy, but I've had a lot of sort of like time-constrained projects, stuff I needed to get out to the door by, different days of the week, and had a big thing kind of happened this the afternoon that's now done, so that's good. But I have a little more free time than usual this weekend, and I'm looking forward to maybe catching up on some work for a little bit of that, but just relaxing as well. Maybe spend some time with my sports card collection, and I like to stock up on videos when I have weekends that are a little more free than others, so hopefully I'll have a chance to crank out a bunch of videos for this channel and my other channel, ASMR Sports. Check that one out. I've got some ideas for both. So I'm behind on video creation right now, so I'll be posting this one the same day I record it, shortly after I record it, so we'll be kind of on the same timeline, which is sort of fun. Although I guess I'm not doing any current events or topics. Boy, I tell you what, I wish I had something to kind of change the angle of the light here, because it's really glary. If I had something I could just sort of put down, what could I use, you guys? Maybe I'll just this is a 3-hole punch. Just put that there and then kind of change the angle of the dangle. That's a Beavis and Butthead reference, I think, anyways. That's where I got it from. Maybe it's from somewhere else. Alright, let's do it. 321 Contact. So this magazine is sort of like a educational kids magazine, and there was a show called 321 Contact on PBS, public television, for many years. I don't know if it's, I would guess it's probably not on anymore, but I remember growing up seeing that all the time, and I think it's kind of for older kids, like the graduated from Sesame Street crowd, so I don't know what that would be, 6 to 12 maybe. So it's a little bit of an older audience. I got this when I was probably 9 or 10. Oh man, this just brings back the memories, you guys. These fruit snacks. Do you guys remember these Sunkist fruit snacks? These are the ones that are in shapes, numbers, animals, letters. But they also had ones that were just little droplets. I don't know if those were Sunkist, but God, when I was a kid, you know what's funny? for you older, or for you younger folks, you don't remember this, but there was a time when fruit snacks didn't exist. They were invented, I swear, in 1983. And I just remember, get this wire, by the way, hanging out. It's not supposed to be, but I don't know if I can fix it right now. Just kind of see if I can temporarily put it up. Okay, good. So yeah, like fruit snacks were all over the place, and I remember there was like this discount place in the town where I live now is Fargo, North Dakota, and I grew up here too. I spent 15, 20 years away and then returned, but there's a discount store here, and it was like a liquidation store, so they'd have stuff that was like overstock and discounted for liquidation. And God, I remember they always had fruit snacks. They had fruit roll-ups, and they had different kinds of fruit snacks, and like the first thing you saw when you went in there every time. All right, so here is our index, table of contents, I mean. Tomorrow's news today. What is that? Brace yourself. Will kids someday wear braces on their teeth just for fun? As jewelry? Probably not. That's funny, because that's totally what like a grill is, you guys. They predicted it. According to the A Company, makers of the braces, sapphires are cut out for their new job. They're man-made. Natural sapphires are light blue. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so this is kind of like weird sort of like little stories. And then another ad here. Show your kids a hot time in the kitchen. Thanks for the memories. Thanks for the memory. Scientists are now studying how memory works. So this is kind of like educational content here. Again, this is from 1987, November. Oh, wow, so it's... I guess we're in December now, but it's almost on like an anniversary. It's funny, it's got some artifacts here from what was then current. You got Trivial Pursuit. That came out, I think, in like 86. And that was like a huge deal. That's a joystick for like a PC from back in the day. Got your Walkman over here. Some nice Reebok high tops. A little remote control car, I think is what that is. Cassette tapes. Get your tab. Nice. Michael J. Fox right there. Love it. Love it. Factoids. Americans ate 2.8 billion pounds of chocolate in 1986. The longest recorded traffic jam took place in France. It was 109.3 miles long. Hey, by the way, here's a question for you folks who are watching this channel. Like, what if I did kind of like audiobook kind of content, like I read, I don't know, a chapter of something? I kind of feel like, I don't know, maybe I would do that as bonus content, like on top of the existing post schedule, so it's like not the only post for a day, but I don't know. And I could only read things that are, public domain. You have to have permission if you want to read, anything relatively modern. So, let me know if that's of interest. I feel kind of like I would maybe want to do that. The Bloodhound Gang. Yep, the Bloodhound Gang was like a little sort of segment on 321 Contact where they would be like, I don't know, investigating something or other. This is just like a little story, I guess, from that kind of universe. Of course, you gotta have some kind of like puzzle crossword thing. Nice. Why didn't I think of that? Kids invent gizmos. Automatic page turner, ultimate desk invention, does everything but your homework. Look at these guys. I love those faces. Two-door mailbox has a back door that lets her get mail the front block bit. Yeah, why don't, yeah, that's a good idea, actually. I guess it's more points of possible failure if you have two doors on a mailbox, though. Got all these inventions. Umbrella with plastic sheet keeps him warm and dry on windy, wet days. Okay. These are not super complicated inventions, but they're kids, so we'll give them a pass. Alright. This article is called How'd they live without it? Inventions that changed our lives. We've got washing machines. We've got polio vaccine. How about that for timely, guys? Stack of long LP records. Each stack plays as much music as the 8-foot tower of 78 RPM records to the left. Wow, so that was like a new kind of record. An early computer. What's this? Transistor radio? Yeah. Nice. This is some kind of thing. I'm not going to hold this like the way it won't fit, but meet our fantasy robot of the future. Alright, interesting. Bright ideas, more kind of invention type stuff. Fraction action, some nice fraction practice there. Very good, very good. Oh, look at this. You gotta have a mail section. Let's read one of these. Let's read ski lift right here. At the bottom. My favorite older person is a man that I know in a skiing village in Australia. I met him in January when I went skiing. His name is Raymond and he is 73 years old. He is a fabulous skier and has won many ribbons for his talent. We both love racing down the slopes and tobogganing at night. When I first learned how to ski, I hated it because I didn't know how. But Raymond taught me a lot of stuff. Now I love skiing. Amanda Bacon, Fort Myers, Florida. Okay. Nicely said, Amanda. What is this? This looks like, who is that guy? Cubert? I don't know, some kind of puzzle, I guess this is. Reviews. Ooh, look at this. This is cool. Come on. Why would you not focus on that? What else? I don't know. So this is reviewing software from 1987, the writing adventure for Commodore 64, 128, and Apple II. $40. Next one is Stationfall for IBM PC. Next one is Create with Garfield. Apple II. Boy, I don't know about you guys, but I'm old enough to remember like really crappy old computers and really wanting software for it back before you could get everything on the internet. Here's something like if you're an old computer folk person, wow, this is like a basic program. Fascinating. There used to be this concept called shareware, which was where like you ordered software, it would come to you on a disk, and it would usually be like basically a trial version, and you had to like pay something to get the full version, or sometimes it was like a full version, but you had to request it and like pay for the disk. Anyways, you could get catalogs of like all the shareware programs that some particular company was offering to distribute. Oh, and then I guess it's called shareware because like it came with like a license that said you could make copies and give those to other people. So like you could share all these software programs, and it was just kind of a way for software distributors, usually like smaller independent ones, to distribute software and kind of spread their stuff around. And then if somebody really liked it, then they would pay for the fee to kind of unlock the the full version or whatever. You still see software distributed like in trial versions that are limited, and then you pay and then can get the full version. But this was sort of that, in pre-networked internet times. I used to look through shareware catalogs and figure out what I was going to order for my crappy PC I had. That was like a hand-me-down from one of my sister's friends, families. They gave us like their old PC. So it was like, I don't know, 5 years behind the times. It was very slow. It was like the original IBM PC. Anyways, I want to talk about, so these are all Taito games. I used to love Arkanoid. It was my favorite game. I had that. I had actually several versions of it for that IBM PC I was just talking about. Alright, so there you go. 321 Contact, November 1987. Fun, fun. Alright, now this is going to be fun. Cracked Magazine is sort of the same thing as Mad Magazine. It's, you know, it's like comedic kind of cartoon stuff that usually is commentary on like current events or news stories. So it's, you know, satire, and it was kind of the sort of like cheaper, I don't know, alternative to Mad Magazine. Mad Magazine was like the name brand. This was like the off brand. But I liked them both. And I'm sure I got this as a kid, you know, probably in the mid 80s or late 80s at a garage sale or something. I used to buy these up if I saw them. Any of you guys go to garage sales when you were kids? My mom, my dearly departed mom, was a huge garage sale person, so we went to garage sales every weekend in the summer when I was a kid, and I loved it because, you know, I thought I might find some baseball cards or some coins or something I could get on the cheap, but never found too much great. You did see some baseball cards, but they were nothing that was like a great deal. Okay, this says do not read. It's a poster. This poster. Okay. Oh, I guess it's right here. These pages are pretty grayed out. So here's like a joke. Well, I guess these are probably real letters. Let's read a couple of them. Dear Cracked, thank you for a chance. It's nice to see a magazine that's not only funny, but also clean as well. Mary Pennington, Chicago. Dear Mary, obviously you don't buy your magazine from the same place we do. Our news dealer never fails to drip cream soda on our issue before handing it over to us. Okay, it's kind of lame humor, but alright, so here's like a Different Strokes parody that somebody has colored in, one of the people. I'm not going to read any of that, but this is great. The Cracked Theory on the Relativity of Time. The hour it took to open all your presents seemed like 5 minutes. The 3 minutes you spend in front of the class delivering the speech seems like a month. Yeah, kind of true. The Cracked Fact Pack. Housing. A potpourri of fun facts, statistics, and anything else we could think to fill 5 pages. That's kind of funny. Yeah, so just little, I mean, if you've ever seen a Mad Magazine, that's what this is. All kind of comic strippy kind of stuff. Humor. What I'm kind of bummed about is I don't think there's any advertisements in these, which is pretty impressive, you know? Yeah, it's like, you know, here's some fake ads. Stouts Illustrated, the magazine that likes to throw its weight around. This issue tips on camping, plus safe places to walk along the San Andreas Fault. Feeding a family of 4 on only $250 a week, which was probably back then like $1,000. Well, someone's got a inferiority complex up there. Typical college registrar's bulletin board. Yeah, I really like the ads in older stuff like this. And these are all totally ad-free. I can't remember if Mad Magazine had, wait a minute. I think this is an ad. Are you muscle bound? I was. Is this just a joke? I think this is a joke because... Okay, Marv, here's $516.32. Send me your complete course so I can turn these muscles into skin and bones. Oh, I see. It is a joke. It's like saying, do you have muscles? We'll make you weak. Just 10 minutes a day for the rest of my life. If for any reason I'm not completely satisfied, you can guarantee to keep You guaranteed to keep my money in full and change your address so I'm never able to find you. Okay. Alright, so we got a couple fake ads. No real ads. Which I have to say is pretty amazing. You know, comic books just have a ton of ads. And even like that 321 Contact had a bunch of ads. But this has none. So it was all like just the subscription price that they had to fund the business. So that's the mascot of Cracked instead of Alfred E. Newman. I don't know what his name is. I don't know if I could find it in here. But Sylvester, that's his name, Sylvester. So there you go. There you go. There's the Cracked magazine from September of 1979. All right. Well, there you go. 2 old magazines. I really like looking through those old kinds of things, so I might do more of those. Be curious to see what you guys think of that. I don't know what I have from the 80s, but you know, you can always find that stuff. I could just go to a bookstore and probably find stuff. I love stuff from the 80s, you know, from my childhood. Yeah, could get just like old People magazines or something to see what's going on back then. So hopefully you have some nostalgic folks, or folks that maybe even just find the 80s interesting, even if you weren't alive then or very old. But that's what I got for today. So hope you guys are doing well. Hope you have a great weekend. And I guess my next video will be on, for this channel, will be on Sunday. And on Saturday I'll post over on ASMR Sports. One of my goals for this weekend is to do at least one eating video for this channel. So stay tuned for that, and looking forward to it. Alright, everybody. Thanks so much. Have a great one. Bye now.